All right, number 10. We have one term outside parentheses, negative 4x to the 6th. And we're going to be distributing that throughout the parentheses. 5x to the 4th plus 5x to the 3rd minus 8. Okay, so we're just going to multiply this on the outside times all three of these. So negative 4 and 5 gives me a negative 20. And then 6 plus 4 gives me 10. So x to the 10th is what we have. Always add exponents when you're multiplying with the same base. Alright, now negative 4 and 5 is still a negative 20. And then this time we have 6 plus 3. That will give me x to the 9th. And then negative 4 and negative 8 will give us negative or positive 32. Negative times a negative is a positive. Positive 32. And we only have x to the 6th. Nothing to add to it. So x to the 6th. So our final answer is negative 20 x to the 10th. And then minus 20 x to the 9th. Plus 32 x to the 6th. Okay, so this one is going to be fun. Number 11. Now, be careful with this problem. The most common mistake that people want to do is just square everything and call it a day. Because we just finished properties of exponents, and if you had something like this, let's just say 2x squared y to the 4th, and we had a 2 on the outside, for example, you would just raise everything to the second power. But notice the difference. All of this is connected as one term. This is one term. You got 2 times x squared times y to the 4th. It's all being multiplied, so it's one term. Up here, everything is separated with addition. So you can't just simply square everything and call it a day. Let me show you another scenario and see if you get the same thing. Let's just say 2 plus 3, something small that we can add. And let's say I put a square on the outside. And then is that the same thing as if I did 2 plus 3 and then squared it later? So if you can simplify, we would simplify, but we can't. So most people would do this. 2 squared, 3 squared, that would give us 4 plus 9. And then 4 plus 9 will give you 13. Versus if you add 2 plus 3, you get 5. And then if you square the 5, you get 25. Okay, you see how these are not the same answer? That tells you that something is wrong. So we can't just square each term when you have addition. You actually have to FOIL it out. So this is what we need to do here. So don't make that common mistake. It's made a lot. They call it the freshman dream. So this is what this really means. You're going to write this thing down twice because squared means multiplying this times itself. So we're going to do this. X squared plus 5x plus 5. And then x squared plus 5x plus 5. Okay, so this is how you work this problem. Now we're going to multiply x squared times everything over here, and then 5x times everything, and then 5. And then we'll line it up and combine like terms. Okay, so x squared, x to the 4th. 2 plus 2 is 4. Alright, x squared times this 5x will give us the 5 out front. 2 plus 1 will give me x to the 3rd. Alright, x squared times this 5 at the back will just give me 5x squared. Alright, so done with this term. Now 5x times this 5x squared gives us 5, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So 5x to the third. Notice I'm lining it up with the like term. 5x and 5x. 5 times 5 is 25. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I get 25x to the second, x squared. Lining it up with like term. Alright, now 5x times 5 is going to be a positive 25x. Okay, done with this term. Now 5 times everything. 5 times x squared will give us 5x squared. Okay, and it's kind of shifting as we go. 5 times the 5x will give us a 25x. And then 5 times 5 will give us 25. Alright, so we've multiplied everything together. Now we just got to add up the like terms. So bring down the x to the fourth. And then this is positive 10x to the third. So 25 and 10 gives me plus 35x squared. You're not multiplying here, okay? We've already done the multiplying, so don't add up the x's, 2, 2, and 2, and get 6, okay? It's the constant or the variable is staying the same. You're just adding the coefficients, combining like terms, just adding. So that's another common mistake that people want to start adding numbers. They want to add the powers to. Don't do that. 25 and 25 will give us 50. So 50x and then plus 25. Okay, so we got this big monstrosity is our final answer. Okay, so we have x to the fourth plus 10x to the third. And I missed my 1. Gotta be careful there. Alright, and then plus 35x squared plus 50x plus 25. Okay, so let's double check. X to the fourth, 10x to the third, 35x squared, 50x, and 25. Looks good. Okay, number 12. We're going to multiply first, and then we're going to add these two together, combine like terms. So we got 2x times 2x plus 5, and then plus we have 3 times the quantity 2x plus 5. Okay, so we're just going to distribute 2x through. This will give us 4x squared plus 10x. This will give us plus 6x plus 10 plus 15. Okay, combine like terms, these two in the middle. So we have 4x squared plus 16x plus 15. And that's all that we can do here. So 4x squared plus 16x plus 15. Looks good.